Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Bilskie channel, and welcome back to more of Phillies baseball, courtesy of MLB 20, the show. It's Bilskie back here with you with Game 2 of the series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. The Phillies walked away with a victory last night behind the 11th win of Aaron Nola and the 22nd save of Hector Neris. So we are looking for clear skies tonight. We're getting ready for Game 2. It'll be Zach Wheeler against Steven Strasburg. That is a heck of a pitching matchup as Zach looking for his 8th win. The lineup, yep, still the same. It's Kutch, Segura, Harper. Well, we'll get to the lineup in a minute. So there's the Phillies' record so far over the last couple games, and yes, they are definitely on a hot streak. Could win 9 straight tonight, I believe. So there's your 48-8 Phils. It's Kutch, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Kingery, Quinn, and Wheeler. Your starting 9 as we take a look at the pitching matchup. Here we go. It's Saturday Night Baseball Phillies style. Enjoy the game, everybody.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Zach Wheeler is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Howie Kendrick, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away, it's ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now, but your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Adam Eaton is on deck. He'll hit next. 3-1 to Howie Kendrick.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he is going to reach to start the ball game. Didn't hit it far, but it's in.
Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Out.
Adam Eaton digging in next. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. His career line against Wheeler, he's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Eaton hits right-handed pitching very well, makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
Juan Soto to the plate now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nationals gone in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Steven Strasburg gets the ball for Washington in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
And there you see the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll start us out in the home first.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Soto is there, and he makes the catch for the out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He swings and grounds it to short. Castro's got it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And the pitch. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1 pitch on its way.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Wheeler into his motion. Here it comes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So here's Starlin Castro as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes in at 262 on the year, 5 homers and 22 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 28, Kurt Suzuki.
Now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On the ground near home. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
The pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Cabrera's up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they interplay here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The payoff pitch one more time. Hit hard back up the middle, and this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit. So it's a one-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Didi Gregorius. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Here he comes on 2-0. Popped him up. Castro calls for it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Scott Kingery.
In now, Scott Kingery. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. From the stretch. Liner in there for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Win.
Into the box, Roman Quinn, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Quinn playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 0-2. Real Muto over at second. Kingery on at first with two down. Grounded back up the middle. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. There's great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Behind 0-2 now. Wheeler sets his sights and the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. The average sits at a cool 305 entering play. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there are 2 gone now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 37.
Now at the plate, Steven Strasburg. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. And that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball well outside. Segura leads all National League All-Star third baseman in voting coming into today, and it looks very likely at least he'll be on the NL squad, if not a starter.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Now the 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Fouled away. Bases loaded here, nobody out. A bullet to first base.
The first baseman, number 17, Reed Hoskins.
So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch on its way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. But foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, a base hit in his first trip. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Realmuto is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here's the 1-0. Liner in there for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. And in steps Scott Kingery as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Phillies on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Howie Kendrick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Howie Kendrick.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gregorius showing off the range. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
First time up, he went down looking. One and 0 pitch on the way. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Two balls and a strike.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
The 2-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So first and second with one man gone. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. He's set. Here it comes. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
First and second now, one man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
So striding in, Starlin Castro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Standing in, Kurt Suzuki comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to third, and he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Roman Quinn. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 1-0. Misses off the plate. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
The 3-1 pitch. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Sharp ground ball to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
At the plate, Zach Wheeler. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the 1-0. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Phillies in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Two and 0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out to left. Soto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First offering on its way. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full. The Phillies lead it 4-1. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. There to take it is Gregorius for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So one away here with the bases empty.
And that'll bring up the power hitting first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
And now a pitch on the way. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again. 3-2. In the air to straightaway right. Harper on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The pitcher, number 37, Steven Crawford.
So bases are empty here with two gone.
And that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. One run, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it 4-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now.
Didi Gregorius.
First offering on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 1-0 home. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Grounded to short. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Josh Gingery.
So the bases are empty with one man gone.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery.
He's set and the pitch. Now the 1-0. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Roenis Elias enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Roman Quinn will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Runner goes for second, fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 1-1 pitch. Elias playing here in his age 31 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Right fielder coming on. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in now, Zach Wheeler, and he pops up the bunt attempt, and there to bring it in is Cabrera for out number 2.
The bag, the left fielder, Andrew.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Phillies leave a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Here's Howie Kendrick. Will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Wheeler sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Slow roller out to short. He's right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now that is the center fielder, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. McCutchen on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Here now is Juan Soto. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals gone in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Bottom of the sixth inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Gene Segura. First pitch of the at-bat. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soto arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
Here's the first pitch to him. 1 out, nobody on. And that'll miss up an in ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error. And here comes the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Now a throw over. Runner's back. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runners on first with 1 down. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 3-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Eaton is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up JT Realmuto. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners off for second. Smoke toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, we know this manager's not putting on the hit and run sign with 2 outs. Might have just been trying to get in scoring position on his own, give his boy a chance to hit something in a gap and get an RBI, but it worked out either way, and we find ourselves first and third.
Has a look, now the pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kendrick has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. 7th inning coming up. Phillies on top, 4-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Sliced hard on the ground, and a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Wheeler pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Kurt Suzuki. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. From the stretch. Hit down the line at first. Hoskins has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, third baseman,
Stepping in as Drupal Cabrera. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
0-1, here it comes. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning, correct.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tanner Rainey is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Yan Gomes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 10, Yan Gomes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number two.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Now here it comes. 2 balls and a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now. He's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
One and one to Andrew McCutchen. 2 out with the man at first. Hit sharply on the ground. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Thames will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple, but they lead it 4-1. Now at the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
count even at 1-1 to the Nationals first baseman.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
In there, 1-2 now.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Wheeler into his motion, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Popped him up. Real Muto over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Now batting, Howie Kendrick. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
1-0 the count. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ryan Harper is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Bryce Harper now. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Into the corner and slicing foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. The 2-1 fouled away. Here now the 2-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Harper typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike three.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Here's the 3-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. New inning set to get underway, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton.
Number 2, Adam Eaton.
Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Hector Neris.
Here comes the first pitch. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the ninth. Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
The left field, number 22.
Now a move over to first, back in standing. In now, Juan Soto. And he hits it hard to the right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. 1 away. Throw behind him to second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
Digging in, Starlin Castro. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them. So they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now. And they're making it look awfully easy, too.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Philadelphia led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Zach Wheeler earns his 8th victory of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Hector Neris records the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Zach Wheeler. His record is now 8-4. The loss goes to Steven Strasburg. His record is now 5-5. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.